Good morning students. Welcome back to science class. Do you remember which lesson is going now? Yes, the lesson on the organ systems in animals. Okay. In organ systems of animals, what are the organ systems are there? Okay. This everything we discussed in the previous classes. Okay. And three organ systems are explained in this lesson. What are the digestive system, excretory system and reproductive system. Okay. So nowadays in these classes we discussed about the human digestive system. Human digestive system. Okay, it is a very long topic. Okay, so that's why it's take more days. Okay, so in the previous class we discussed about alimentary canal, the organs of alimentary canal. We know very well in the digestive system it has two set of organs, the alimentary canal and then digestive glands. The alimentary canal will start from mouth and end in the anus, and digestive glands are salivary gland, liver, pancreas, gastric glands. These are there. Okay. See, in alimentary canal, what are the parts are there? First of all, mouth. What is mouth? The opening. It is called mouth. That also we know. Inside the mouth, a cavity is present. That cavity it is called buccal cavity. Okay. So first the opening it is called mouth, and the inside the mouth a cavity is present. That cavity it is called buccal cavity. Inside the buccal cavity only the teeth and the tongue is present. Okay, so the teeth it will present in the upper and lower jaws. Okay, so the types of teeth, everything we discussed. How many types of teeth are there? Incisor, canines, premolars and molars. The four types are there. It is different from the shape, size and the function also. So that's why this is called heterodont dentition. Heterodont means different. Hetero means different. Okay, so the different heterodont. This is called heterodont. Okay, why? Because the four types of teeth are present in our buccal cavity. Okay, and our dentition it is called diphodont. Di means two. Why it is called two? Because in our lifespan we have two set of teeth: milk teeth and permanent teeth. Milk teeth it is replaced by the permanent teeth. Okay, so the milk teeth, permanent teeth, everything we discussed in the previous class. And as well as the salivary gland also we completed. What is salivary gland? The salivary gland only secrete the saliva. Salivary gland only secrete the saliva. Okay, so the saliva it is used for keep our buccal cavity, keep our mouth wet, and it is used for digestion also. I already told you the first step of digestion it is takes place inside the mouth itself. It is done by saliva only. Saliva it is the enzyme that also we know. So the salivary gland the three set of salivary glands are present. What are the? Parotid gland, sublingual, submaxillary. The last one, the submaxillary, it is otherwise called submandibular. Okay, so these are the salivary glands that also we discussed in the previous class. And the next one it is a tongue. Tongue it is a muscular organ. That also we completed. It is used to mix the food particles and the saliva, and it is used to swallow the food also. It is a muscular organ. It does not have bones. Okay. So next one it is a pharynx. This is a connection of the tongue, mouth and the esophagus. Okay, so that is a pharynx. And then next to the pharynx what is present? Esophagus. Esophagus means that is a food pipe. It is a pipe connection between the mouth to the stomach. Okay, so through the food pipe only the food particles is moved from the mouth to the stomach. Okay, so up to the esophagus we completed in the previous class. Okay. In this class today we are going to discuss about stomach and small intestine. Stomach and small intestine. This only in this class. Today's class we are going to discuss. Okay, stomach. Stomach we know very well. It is a bag-like structure next to the food pipe, next to the esophagus. Here it is present. Which one is present? The stomach it is present. It is a J-shaped organ. Okay, it is a bag-like structure. Okay, so it have the cavity inside there. Okay, and that cavity only and then the empty space only our food particles are stored. Okay, so the food particles what we eat through our food, through our mouth, that every food particles are stored in the stomach only. The digestion takes place there only. Okay, so there are the hydrochloric acid also and digestive enzymes. Okay, so this is used for digestion. What are the things? The hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes, everything it is used for digestion. Okay, so next to the stomach what is present? Small intestine. Next to the stomach small intestine is present. In the small intestine we have 3 parts. Okay, so what are the 3 parts? Do you know? So in the small intestine only, here also the digestion takes place. Okay, so in the stomach also digestion takes place. Okay, in the small intestine also the digestion takes place. Okay, so in the small intestine the absorption also happens. Okay, so in the wall of the small intestine what is present? The villi. Villi is a outgrowth of the wall of small intestine. The villi it is used for absorbing the digested food particles. Absorbing the digested food particles. Okay, and the small intestine they have 3 parts: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. These are the 3 parts of the small intestine. Okay, so in this class we are going to discuss about stomach and small intestine. Okay, so duodenum, jejunum, and ileum, these are the 3 parts of the small intestine. Okay, so the duodenum it is a C-shaped part, and then it receives the bile ducts also. And the jejunum it is the middle part of the jejunum. Middle part of the small intestine. And the ileum it is the lower part of it, that is the end part of the small intestine. Okay, so these are the topics today we are going to discuss.
Tongue it is a muscular organ and sensory organ. Okay, so tongue it is a muscular organ and as well as sensory organ. Why it is called sensory organ? Because it is used to taste the food molecules. Okay, so that's why this is called a sensory organ also. What is the use of this tongue? Tongue edukku use agudhu? It is used to first taste the food. Taste the food through the taste buds. You can feel the buds on the tongue. Did you feel that? So everyone's tongue it is covered by buds, taste buds. These are the buds are used to taste the food molecules. Okay, and the next process is it is used to mix the food, ingested food with saliva. Okay, so this tongue it is used to mix the food and saliva. And then masticated food. What is masticated? After chewing that food, that is called bolus. This is rolled by the tongue and passed through the pharynx into the esophagus. For swallowing this food, the tongue is used. Okay, so first it is used to taste the food and it is used to mix the food product and then saliva, and it is used to swallow the food. Okay, so then where it is reached? The food is reached to the esophagus. Through the esophagus it reaches the tongue and digestion takes place there. And in the pharynx region a muscular flap like structure is present. where beginning the trachea, that is called epiglottis. What is it? Epiglottis. So what is the work of this epiglottis mean? It is closes and prevents the food from entering to trachea, windpipe. Nothing but in the neck region, two pipes are there, food pipe and windpipe. If the food particles entered wrongly in the windpipe, what will happen? It reach the lungs and it is reduce the oxygen content. We cannot breathe. Okay. It may lead to death also. Prevent that moment, epiglottis, it is used to closes and prevents the food from entering into the trachea. Okay. So trachea close பண்ணிட்டு என்ன பண்ணுது? Food product lungs குள்ள போகாம prevent பண்றாங்க. Okay. So this is the use of tongue. Okay, the next one, pharynx. Pharynx is a membrane lined cavity behind the nose, mouth, connecting them to the esophagus. Okay, so esophagus and the nose or mouth. So in this meeting point or connecting point, it is called pharynx. Okay, so this is pass the food from the mouth to the esophagus. So the pharynx, it is pass the food from the mouth to the esophagus. Next one is a esophagus. The esophagus, it is otherwise called a food pipe. Food pipe. It is a muscular tubular structure. The length of the esophagus is 22 centimeter. And it conducts the food from the pharynx to the stomach. Okay. So from the pharynx to the stomach, the esophagus conduct the food by the special movement that is called peristalsis. This is very important. Peristalsis. What is the movement name? Peristalsis movement. It is a wave-like movement. Okay. Okay, I'll ask you one question. Can we eat the food upside down? You are standing upside down. Okay, that means your head in the downside. You are standing upside down. On that time, can you eat the food? Is it possible? Yeah, really it is possible. Why? Because our food conducted by the peristalsis movement. Okay, it is a rhythmic contraction and relaxation. Where is the food? On that place only the esophagus will relax. The remaining portion it will contract. Like a ball, it is moved in the rubber tube. Okay, so this is what called peristalsis. What is it? Peristalsis. This is a esophagus. Okay, and the next one is stomach. Next portion is stomach. Actually, it is a bag-like structure. Okay, it is a bag-like structure and the shape is J-shaped. It is located between the esophagus and small intestine. Where it is located or situated? Between small intestine and esophagus. We already saw the second set of digestive system is digestive glands. Okay, that glands also secreting the enzymes inside the stomach. That is called gastric glands. What is it? Gastric glands. it secretes the gastric juice. The gastric juice is colorless, highly acidity, containing mucus, hydrochloric acid and enzymes renin in infants and pepsin. Okay, so these are the gastric juice. That means it is used for digest the food inside the stomach. It is used to digest the food inside the stomach. And the pepsinogen, it is converted into active pepsin, and this pepsin is work on the proteins. It is work on the proteins of the indigested food and ingested food. And if you swallow the bacteria with your food, what will happen? The hydrochloric acid will destroy these organisms. Okay. And how it is protect the intestinal wall or stomach wall from this hydrochloric acid? So in our body, inside the stomach, what is also secrete? So the gastric juices also secretes. And then it is may affect the stomach wall, but the mucus is present inside the stomach. That's why this gastric juices does not affect the organs of the stomach. Okay, and the masticated food is called bolus. Bolus means masticated food. And this bolus, it is converted into semi-digested food called chyme. This is moved into the small intestine slowly. Renin and renin, two renins are here. First renin is causes a curdling of milk protein, season and increase the digestion of proteins. Okay, it is used to digest the protein content. Next renin, it is convert the angiotensinogen to angiotensin and regulate the absorption of water, and Na plus, that is a from glomerular filtration. Next one is okay, the next one is small intestine. Small intestine, this also tubular structure. Intestine, it is a tubular structure. The small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal. The small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal, which is a long coiled tube. So the length of this 5 to 7 meter. Length of this 5 to 7 meter. So in the small intestine, three parts are there. What are the? Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. So the duodenum, it is a first one, C-shaped and receive the bile duct and pancreatic duct. Okay, so bile juice and pancreatic juice are reach the duodenum only. And the jejunum, it is a middle part. Okay, it is a shortest region. So jejunum, it is the shortest region and it receive the intestinal juice which contains the enzymes like sucrase, maltase, lactase, lipase. The next one is a ileum. Ileum forms the lower part of the small intestine and opens into the large intestine. Okay, so this is the last part. Which one is the first part? Duodenum. Duodenum, it is next to the stomach. So the ileum, it is the end of the small intestine. Okay, it is near to the large intestine. It leads to large intestine only. Next, the wall of the small intestine, a small projections are there. That is what called villi. What is it? That is called villi. It is a length of 1 millimeter. What is the use of this villi mean? It only used to absorb the digested food particles. So approximately their number 4 millions. So the internal structure, if we see the internal structure of villi, we can see the blood capillaries, lacteal tubes, everything. Okay. And then small intestine serves the food, both digestion and absorption. Okay, it serves the both digestion and absorption. It receives the bile from liver and the pancreatic juice from pancreas in the duodenum, and intestinal glands secrete the intestinal juices. Okay, so next, see, he is a William Beaumont. He is known as the father of gastric physiology. He is known as the father of gastric physiology. So based on his observation, he concluded that the stomach's strong hydrochloric acid played a key role in the digestion. Okay, which one is play the key role? Hydrochloric acid, which is secreted inside the stomach. Okay.